Hey friend, and welcome to another episode of the Quantum Paradigm Podcast. I'm singing today because, honestly, I don't know. I'm just bounding with energy, and that's what you get with me. You get the real deal today. That's the real deal. So I'm just singing hello to you. How do you like that? Hello. Today we are going to talk about the power of the first 15 minutes of your day to manifest results in your business. This is the most potent thing I have found for myself personally. This shapes everything about my life. And now we're going to dive right in. I'm on fire today. We're just going to dive in and see how it goes. So I don't know about you, but I've always wanted to be a morning person, and I have never been a morning person. I have never, ever, world without end, enjoyed getting up in the morning. I mean, my first earliest memory of getting up in the morning was when I was maybe 5 years old or so, and my mom was a nurse at the time, and she had to be downtown in the city of Louisville. We lived 30 minutes away in the country. She had to be downtown by, I want to say 5:30, 6. It was early. Okay. So we were like waking up at dark 30 and going to the babysitter's house. And I remember waking up. This is my earliest morning memory. I remember waking up in the morning and falling asleep in my mother's arms as she's trying to dress me. And I remember waking up again on the floor of my bedroom because I was so tired, and my mom was pulling my shirt over my head and putting my pants on and like putting my little shoes on. I had to have been really little, I don't know, and I was just like laying there I'm dying, like please let me go back to sleep. And we'd have a very quiet morning ride to the babysitters, about 15 minutes into town, and we'd get there, and I loved my babysitter so much. She was like a second mother to me. And I would get there and I would immediately go straight to the couch and snooze for as long as I could. And then, I had to enter the day gently. Okay. I am a sensitive being, and coming back online every single morning is like, oh boy, here we go again. I feel so much, y'all. I feel so much. You guys know I'm psychic. I'm highly sensitive. I'm high empath, very, very sensitive being. So anyway, waking up is a whole thing. I've never been a morning person. I went on to have 3 babies and, nursing them through the night, and sick babies. And then I had more babies, and then I was a doula for 13 years as well. Sleep is precious to me, y'all. Sleep, I like my sleep. I started noticing something where as I continued my awareness practices, as I continued on with my own energetic practices and whatnot, I noticed that when I was waking up in the morning, because I had such resistance to waking up, I would do things to distract myself. I would look at my phone first thing, or I would just kind of go on autopilot and sniff out where's the coffee and things. And it really wasn't serving me. So this one thing has been really bringing me results in my business, in my life, and I want to share that with you today. It's very simple. The first 15 minutes of your day needs to be intentional for you to get your highest and best ROI. Okay? As a business owner, we're always looking for the highest and best ROI. At least I am, and that's what I help my clients do. And this is free. No one's going to force you to do it, but you will start seeing results. So this is what I do. Apply, take away what applies to you, leave what doesn't, take what resonates. What I do is as soon as I wake up in the morning, which lately has been around 6:30-ish, not crazy early, not crazy late either. So around 6:30-ish, I'm still not ready to get out of bed. And I'll lay there. If I need to get up and use the restroom, I do that, and then I kind of zombie it back to bed. But when that first conscious thought starts coming online, do you know what I do? And this is what we're talking about today. I catch it. I catch it, and I just, in this meditative state, because the first 15 minutes or so after you're coming out of a sleep, this is the place where the veil is very thin between you and your unconscious mind. And this place is a beautiful place to play in the quantum field and to manifest. So I do manifest every single day intentionally with awareness. And I start off by catching the first 5 to 10 thoughts that come through. I catch them. I feel how it feels in my body, because, right, I've just been so relaxed throughout my sleep that my body is coming online too with my mind, right? It's like they're syncing back up again when we wake up every morning. That's what happens. And so I catch the thought, and I feel into how it feels in my body. Does it feel constrictive? Does it feel expansive? Does it feel heavy? Does it feel light? What's the frequency associated with it? Am I waking up, worried about paying the team? Am I waking up worrying about my son's soccer uniform? Am I waking up excited to get on calls with my clients? Am I waking up excited to go have my coffee and reunite with my community, which I do every morning? How am I feeling? I just really tune in, and then I get super neutral, and I'm just like, oh, interesting. No matter what comes up, no matter what comes through those first 15 minutes of my morning, I don't judge it. I do my very, very best to not judge anything at all. It's like, we're humans and we have egos and we do judge, and that's just part of being here, having a human experience. But I don't hang on to things, and if I have a negative thought, I'm not going to allow shame to show up. It's just like, oh, interesting. Okay, wow, that's really interesting. And then I'll locate it in my body, and then I will ask my body to if it's like a heavier thought or a worrisome thought or a fearful thought or something like that, I will ask my body to release this, and I'll use my breath and my conscious awareness. So I mentally, like, my eyes are closed this whole time, but I'm seeing and feeling where these things are in my body. If it's a constrictive thought or fear-based thought, I ask it to release. You can do this many ways. You can give it a color. You can give it a shape. You can take one of your hands. I suggest using the right hand, because it's the hand that is putting out energy as on the masculine side. The left hand is receiving. So I usually take my right hand, because I'm going into energetically, this is all energetic, I'm going into the body, wherever that is. Let's say it's around the liver, okay? Going in there, and I'm breathing into my hand. And as I inhale, I imagine this thing. Let's say it's a black spiky ball or something. If it's a fear-based thought, then that's probably what it looks like in my mind's eye. And then when I inhale, I have this black spiky ball literally coming out of my body and into my hand. And then I take it off of my body, and I exhale. I turn my hand around, and I let it go. I let it go. And then this part is really important. Take both of your hands, if you're going to play with this, take both your hands, put it over the spot on your body that you just removed that energy from, because you just did a little bit of energetic surgery on yourself, and you need to seal up the wound, so to speak. Okay, all of this can take less than 5 minutes, 3 minutes even. I like to spend at least 10, if not 15 minutes in bed doing this practice before I even get up for the day. And then I take plenty of time to work with my mindset. I'll journal. I will get my espresso. I'll do whatever feels right and good for me that morning to serve me, to get me in the highest and best mindset possible. And then do you know what happens? Our beliefs, our belief structure, it changes because of our mindset and because of our conscious intention. And we start showing up different in the room. We start for my goal, in business is to show up as the person who absolutely knows and expects that I will be achieving 50K months in record time, like right now, right? That is my goal. I have a pathway to get there. And also I know that can come to me right now, right now. So this is what it looks like to play in the quantum field. And you can do this every single morning for yourself. You can custom this to yourself. Now, I will say that, like for my clients, if I was coaching you and we were talking about your morning routine, I would be looking at your human design chart. I would be taking into consideration your energy type first and foremost. Because if you are a sacral being, a generator or manifesting generator, your mornings are going to look quite a bit different than if you are a non-sacral being, projector, manifestor, or reflector. Okay? Your morning routine and your evening routine is very, very important for everybody. But if you have goals and you want to expand your business and you want to make an impact and you want to serve more patients and serve more clients while working less and playing more, then these are the energetic shifts that you need to master. Because I'm here to tell you, yes, I will get up on my soapbox for a moment about the AI apocalypse. Like, in a world that is changing as rapidly as it is with artificial intelligence, it is going to be, it already is. I was saying this 18 months ago before AI broke, onto the public stage as it did overnight. Back in March of 23, I was telling my audience of new paradigm medical professionals, your intuitive skill set, your energetic ability to play in the quantum field, your connection to your sixth senses, these are going to be absolutely necessary and required for you to continue expanding and growing in a world that is going to be absolutely dominated by AI. Okay, I haven't used an AI tool at all in my business to date. Now, I don't know if it's going to stay that way, but I don't use it for writing. I don't use it for my business strategy. I don't use it for anything because I don't need to, because I am building my own business around my own energetics, and that is correct for me at the time. And everybody is on a different scale of the continuum with that. Perfect. That's why I help you build your business around you. I help new paradigm medical professionals like you build businesses that make the biggest impact possible while using and needing the least amount of your energy possible, right? Talk about a highest and best ROI. Like, I am still celebrating my client who in 30 days quadrupled her income while going through some crazy stuff personally that was, just overhauling her entire life. And just in the past week, she has manifested her dream house and her dream business partnership. And with her and her new business partner have landed this alliance, a collaboration with a national brand that is taking them to the moon. Like, you want to talk about quantum fucking leaping. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about how I built a business, and in the first year with no online skills, no online audience, I didn't even have an Instagram account in 2022. I didn't have one. I've never used the platform before. I barely knew what it was. Selling a service that no one had ever heard of to a niche that I don't even have letters and credentials. I'm not a medical doctor. And in the first year of business with all of that going on, I still almost got 100K in my business. Like, this is quantum leaping. This is why your mindset is so important, because your thoughts and your beliefs create the reality around you. Your 3D reality is nothing more, nothing less than a perfect mirror of what is inside. That can be an unpopular opinion because it really forces you to look at your shit. And sometimes it is shit. And as you deal with it in a non-judgmental, safe, and loving way, it reveals itself to you more and more and more. And you're like, oh, interesting. Okay, I get to shift that. I get to shift that. And I get to shift that. And I get to shift that. And then you're achieving this beautiful place of neutrality. I had a mentor, Elizabeth Ralph, who I've heard her talk about this. I started listening to her, I think in 22. about money neutrality. And this is that Zen state where it doesn't matter what's going on in the external circumstances. You are untouchable because your energy is so freaking pristine, because you're catching your thoughts in the morning and you're releasing them at night, and you're taking energy out of your body that doesn't belong there. This is called conditioning. And this is where human design is very, very precise. I love it because it's a precise tool. We just go in. I'm like, if we need to do energetic surgery, why not read the fucking manual? Oh, okay. What's your human design chart say? And we go in and we start looking at the areas that need deconditioning. And then that's when you start getting quantum level results immediately. It's beautiful. Speaking of human design, when this airs, it'll, the sale may be over. Oh no, I'm extending the sale to September 11th. So there is a sale running for Labor Day on human design readings. You do have to use the code Labor Day, all caps. So the link is in my bio on Instagram. It will be in the show notes. And I only do this a couple times a year, run a sale. So it is 20% off. This is the perfect time to have this done. So go over to the bio on Instagram or look in the show notes and claim your spot. Use the coupon code Labor Day. Also, for the new paradigm medical professional who's ready to absolutely crush the rest of 24 and into 25 in business by adding zero to the revenue that you are bringing in on a monthly, quarterly, annual basis, to make the writing that you do have to do, with your newsletter, with wherever people do see you for marketing, to make that come so easily. It's just like water flowing out of you, and to adjust the frequencies with your words to where you are attracting not the patients who are just soul sucking, right? I know that you know who I'm talking about. Like, not to attract those kinds. There are plenty of people to help these souls. There are. But for you who are wanting to serve, the people who are the wounded warriors who are just coming to you because they know that they are wounded and they know they need guidance and they know that you are the one to get them there. And furthermore, they will sing your praises to the moon and give you epic reviews and epic referrals world without end. And for the new paradigm medical professional who needs to land their dream investor, or whatever pathway we want to get tens of millions of dollars into your hands to achieve your project, then that is where the one-on-one coaching comes into play. Because the most successful people who make the highest and best ROI in business are ones who have mentors, who know how to get it done, who know how to achieve epic results, not once, not twice, but as a matter of fucking course. That is just how we do it, right? Someone who can train you to become your own energetic master using your human design chart, using, yes, astrology, believe it or not, using quantum physics, the laws of quantum mechanics, and the new physics that is here that we're just now hearing about, but it's actually been here for a few decades. People have known about this for a while, that make, Nikola Tesla kind of look like, okay, yeah, he was onto something, but now here's 2.0. That kind of stuff, that's where I play. That's where I play with my clients, and that is what gets results. So if you are a new paradigm medical professional and you are interested in this, DM me for an insight call. That will also be in the show notes. You can claim a complimentary insight call. We will talk details. We will see if it's a good fit. I do not work with just anybody. I want to make sure that I can actually help you achieve your goals. So when you come to the call, I will ask you what your goals are. I will ask you where you're at. I want to get a really brass tacks understanding of where you and your business are at, and then see if we can pull systems in that will help, see where we can tweak the energetics and the mindset, because this is not wooey stuff. That's a stupid label that people have put on something that they just weren't smart enough to understand and too closed-minded to accept. That is my truth. Take it or leave it. But as quantum physics continues to evolve, it continues and continues to prove all of this stuff that we've previously labeled as woo. So if you don't believe it, I don't give a fuck. I'm the one laughing to the bank with my clients, okay? So, woo, getting a little spicy in here. If you are desiring high-level one-on-one coaching and mentorship to get you from A to B as quickly as humanly possible, because here's the thing too, you can quantum leap, but getting it to stick, actually embodying it, that's the work. That's what we do. Then reach out to me through the show notes. There will be a link to the Insight call, or you can find me on Instagram at Alchemy with Allison. Whew, this was a lot. I said a lot, but just to tie it all in for you, remember the first 15 minutes of your day are the most potent. It will shape your days. You will start seeing synchronicities. Mark my fucking words. It will become your life, where it's not just cool to see an angel number anymore. You will see them. Angel numbers are the only things that I see anymore. It's not like I see one once or twice a day. I see about 20 every 5 minutes. That's not a coincidence. And I don't even believe it's my angels talking to me. If you believe that, I support that. I do. You know what I believe? It's me. It's me. I am projecting from my morphogenetic field into reality. And that is my reality. My reality, guys, is when I write one of my manifestation desires into my diary, into my journal, like I did 3 nights ago, where I say, I want the life where I can just give my children cars, motorcycles, boats, toys. I don't care if you agree with my parenting or not. I've been through more parenting hell and back than you could possibly imagine, and we are living in our bliss as a family. Well, guess what? I wrote that down, that I wanted to be able to give that to my children. And the very next day, my son told me that he had manifested a new car that he gets to work on, and he's thrilled about it and he's excited. So my son is not even 17 yet. He's about to buy his second car. That's the kind of reality I'm talking about, where you know how to consciously project from your morphogenetic field into your immediate 3D reality. And it goes further and further and further out to where, of course, you are living your dream life. It's the only one available to you anymore. So if this is resonating with you, reach out today, grab those calls. They are going quickly. My calendar fills quickly. And it would be an honor to talk about you and your goals and what you are wanting to manifest into your reality. How can we get that done? And how can we do it fast? All right. I love you. I will see you again. Same time, same place. Bye.